Welcome to the Cow Corporation's series of videos about software engineering. The topic of this video is formatted input and output to a file. Before proceeding, make sure that you have already watched these other videos first. Our previous video showed the standard method of opening a file using the fopen function. In addition to the binary input and output of data, you could also use formatted operations, that is, the printf family of functions. This fprintf function writes data to the file after having processed its formatting via a format buffer. Because there's a format buffer sitting in between your programming and the file system's file, you should flush that buffer after you've finished all your operations before that file gets closed. This flushing ensures that all the buffering activity has had a chance to get completed. If you have multiple files open, you can flush them all together at once by instead calling flush all. Although flush all doesn't apply to the special built-in files standard in, standard out, and standard error. Flush all returns the number of open files there were. There's a similar fclose all function that closes those same files. An application can substitute its own memory allocation in place of the internal format buffer by calling the setBuff function immediately after opening the file. This rewind function is the same as seeking to the beginning of the file, but rewind also clears any errors. You are able to read or write an entire string at a time. Or you can read and write one character at a time. You can peek at what would be the next character that would be read from a file. To do that peeking, use the same fgetC function that reads a character, and then call the ungetC function so that character will still get read again by the next fgetC. The character you pass to ungetC must be the same character that had just been peeked at. These fgetPause and fsetPause functions are just shortcuts for some of the seeking functions. There are special functions that you should use that are dedicated when the file is going to be the standard output or standard input file. Also, there are alternative functions for when you have wide Unicode characters.